Wait, are you gonna tell everybody that he just took an edible?
You just did.
That's the intro.
Wait, okay. All right, Jesse, you do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
You doing good? Welcome to Chilling with John and Jesse. Spencer Bonner here has just taken about 25 milligrams worth of legal marijuana THC edible gummy, and he is now going to embark on the mystical trip of what that is. So
we did not pressure him to do this.
no, he just
It was
wanted
his
to.
idea.
And
In fact, I came down here like with my tripod, and he had already had it.
yeah, he was just he brought it himself.
In fact, he went out of his way to tell me that he had it in his pocket.
In fact, I called Spencer to ask him if he wanted to hang out, and he said sure. He called me back 20 minutes later. Hey, should I bring an edible?
And you're like, I don't care.
I'm like, if you want to.
Oh my god.
So there you go, Spence. How you feeling, bud?
Pretty good.
What you?
That's already funny.
So what happened last week? Oh, you go ahead and put your headphones on.
Really quick, everybody. This is gonna be Jesse. I don't care if you mind, or I hope you don't mind.
Oh no, go ahead.
This is gonna be a mainly hosted by you episode
Oh, why is that, Johnny?
because you were at this event that we will be discussing for the next hour, and
I was at this event.
so
and,
he can pull some pretty good details out of this. Now, we brought it up last week. We talked about it quite a bit, but now we have the man himself with us. This should be a lot of fun. I want to hear his end. But now that he's not even clear-headed, it might be even funny.
you know,
I
it's
was
going to
about
be
to
great.
say.
So, Spencer, walk us through your process. You hear about the party. How'd you hear about the party?
Facebook.
Sweet. Well, just for everybody at home, a mutual friend of ours was having a 21st birthday party, and we are all going to get together and have a nice little party in his celebration. So, what happened, Spencer? You got to the party. What time did you get there?
I was actually probably the first one there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
He's
not
the
the
first
time.
one there.
That's not the time.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. That isn't the time. Thank you, Johnny. What time?
2 o'clock.
Yep.
Jesse had to spoon feed it to him.
Jesse's like, what time did you get there? Spencer's like, I was the first one. All right, let's keep going here.
Okay, so Spencer Bonner, the first one at the party, 2 o'clock, orders up a what? A margarita, correct?
Yep.
Wait. Yep. Wait. So was this at the restaurant when it started?
This was at a bar, yeah. This is.
Can we name the bar?
It's Mally's. It's over there, yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't not O'Malley's where I play, but Mally's. It's another sports bar.
Just an off-brand version.
Spencer, how many did you go through before the next person got there?
I just had that one.
It was just the one?
Yeah.
Wait,
One
how many?
margarita,
What?
how big? With
How
your
many
hands?
margaritas?
He had 2 before I got there. Well, he was on his second one when I walked in, and I walked in at like 2:30.
God,
You can already
dude.
tell how long of a day this was.
Okay, so yeah, and we had people there from high school, and did you have fun talking to everybody? Was it cool?
Yeah.
What were you wearing? What clothes were you wearing?
My new shoe, Adidas, and my like pants that you have that fit me, and my black T-shirt
Your,
or dress
it wasn't a T-shirt.
or button up, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a button-up. It was a collared shirt. He's looking good.
He's sitting pretty good right
He
now.
was. So, anyway, Spencer. What else did you drink? Did you drink a couple mules and a couple? Did you do a shot?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Shot of tequila.
Oh yeah. Well, that was at the party. So
how many drinks is this already? Like 3 or 4?
yeah. So I'm not making fun or anything, but Spencer, he was having some car issues that weekend, and
Sucks.
yeah, it does suck.
As per usual.
And he didn't have his car, or was it car issues, or what was the deal?
Who could use the car and stuff.
Say that again.
No, my brother was using the car the whole time, so I didn't really have a car to use.
Oh, your brother was using the car.
That's what it was.
Okay. So yeah, basically Spencer was just hinting to everybody that he needed to ride over this after party. He wasn't asking anybody. He could have just asked me. I would have done it.
But how was he trying to ask you?
Well, he was
Jesse?
saying, "Man, are you going to the after party?" I'm like, yeah. Probably. I'm thinking about it. And he's like, man, I wish I had a car to get over there. And I'm like, okay. I just kind of,
He's inching his way towards asking. Yeah, why don't you just say, I need a ride? Could you
Exactly.
get me a ride, please?
Yeah, it'd just be cool if I could find a ride
I don't know.
over
It's,
there.
this I got a lot of pride. I guess it's kind of embarrassing having to ask.
Only if you make it embarrassing.
Well, it just kind of got sad.
What if Jesse never offered? Were you just gonna stand like sit there the whole night?
Yeah, like you didn't have a plan B. Like actually, the reality is, if I would have said no, you're not riding in my car, you would have just been standing there.
Shit.
You know?
Nobody's there, and he's just saying shit over.
Yeah, he was saying
He
shit.
shows up with no ride and downs 4 or 5 drinks.
Oh, definitely, and eats all the food.
Have you ever used an Uber or a Lyft?
No,
Well, that was the plan B, I think, right?
I was gonna find a way.
He didn't.
He was gonna walk.
He doesn't
No.
trust Uber.
He was gonna walk.
So we get over there to this party to the after party, and Spencer's already lit as shit because he's been drinking since 2 o'clock at this bar, and it's about 6 o'clock now. And we get over there, and first thing Spencer does is head to the basketball hoop. Start throwing the basketball between his legs
Already.
and showing off and bragging and
Didn't he find some random kid?
yeah. Oh, it wasn't a kid. It was like a 40-year-old.
He sent me a Snapchat of it. He was like Spencer trying to play this some guy at this party, and then like with the facepalm emoji.
Yeah, they were busting out 1v1, dude. We played a little bit of pig. I actually got a pretty bad, nasty bruise because I went to dunk and I knocked the whole thing over.
On Spencer?
No.
Who are you playing?
Well, I
with?
was dunk. Actually, I did dunk on Spencer. That's what it was.
Oh,
But then, but I just grabbed onto the hoop too hard and
you
pulled
got
it with
dunked
me.
on.
Oh, a bunch. He was.
Oh, can he dunk?
No.
Can you dunk? I don't think I've ever seen him dunk.
What size rim were you guys playing on?
It was a small ass rim. That was why I got. Spencer knocked it over like 8 times.
Oh.
3 times he didn't even have the ball in his hand when he knocked it over. He just jumped up and grabbed it and pulled it down for some reason.
I'm used to a professional grade rim.
Exactly. And that was another thing too. Spencer lost the match with the guy.
Wait a minute. How often you think that guy plays?
Not at all. This dude, it was bad. So, but anyway, so it was a close game. It was a good match too. And so Spencer,
Close game.
it was. We watched it. It was like going on in the middle of the party.
No, I'm laughing.
Toes popping through the shoes.
I'm laughing that you said it was a good game.
It was. It was entertaining as hell, dude. And so Spencer's drunk as hell, by the way, now.
Okay, so how many drinks has he had at this point? The point you guys are playing basketball.
Probably 10.
10. I don't know about 10, but
How many?
Can you try? Let's try to
Like
think of
8?
a list. Well, he had the margarita.
Okay, 3 margaritas, right? At Mally's?
yeah.
3 margaritas.
Wait, he had
Then
3?
I had another drink.
It was between 10
You had
and
2
5.
more drinks. Because you
Shot of
had
tequila?
one of them that Ethan had, then you had one that Jimmy had. So you spent like $60 at Mally's, didn't you?
No,
How much did you spend?
like 25 or something like that.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Didn't he do a tequila shot?
Well, that wasn't at Mally's, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, you did no, it wasn't tequila. It was Jameson, I think.
No, I got my tequila shot.
So, shot of tequila. So that's 6.
6 drinks. Okay, now you guys are at the party.
Get to the party. What'd you drink there?
Uh,
We did that shot.
what shot?
Exactly.
Can't even access his
bottom
files
line,
right now.
he's at like he's in the bag. He's at like 8 drinks. He's like he's pretty good.
We could just make up whatever we drink.
I was
We could
about
just
to
make
say,
it up right now.
Jesse could make something up, and Spencer will totally believe him.
Well, that's the thing.
I think so.
So anyway, people run to the liquor store, run back, and Spencer goes with them, and Spencer comes back with this pint of Hennessy, and Spencer's running around this party with this pint of Hennessy. Just
yeah, I
drinking
know
it.
this.
And he's not.
Remember
giving
this,
it up.
Spencer?
No, that's where I forgot. I don't remember that.
Oh,
You don't. Wait, so how much of the night do you remember? That's kind of before I go any farther, because like we're at the point where it might be the tip.
The sun's
Well, I
starting to
remember
rise.
going downstairs and you were all sitting at the table, and I asked for got like tiny cups and like a shot or whatever.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's kind of just like, nope.
Do you remember me playing the ukulele?
Once you playing it during like the shots, kind of.
Yeah, it was at that table. It was just
Oh my
sitting on the
God.
table. So I was like, messing
He
with
barely
people.
It was
remembers that.
blurry, man.
And then
He's
after,
like, oh, were you
after
playing
that, I
it then?
don't really remember.
Do you remember me going upstairs and you talking with Jim?
No.
That's the point you blacked out.
It was a shot.
Because Spencer was seeming to get a little bit out of hand. I'm like, oh, I gotta not drink and make sure I'm good so I can handle Spencer. Because I wanted to
Yeah.
take care of him. I want to make sure you're all right.
Good
And
friend, Jesse. Good friend. As
definitely.
much as we dog you, Spence, I hope you appreciate us.
Yeah.
Is he a good friend?
Thank you. Thank you, Troy.
He hates you, Troy. You've done nothing for him. Oh, by the way, Devin just showed up. Devin, if you want to come hang out, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you want to play Switch,
Nintendo Switch. Hold up.
Devin got a new Switch.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Devin Jacobs.
I'll turn the mic on if he wants to hop in.
He's there.
You could throw in your comments. We're going to be shooting something a little later. Talking to that one. Oh, no. Yeah, you can wear those if you want. All right, you can continue with the part.
Yeah, so, okay. So, because it gets pretty good from here. Okay. So, Spencer, you don't remember taking the Hennessy shots, killing the Hennessy bottle.
Not the whole thing. I just remember the first shot from it.
You were running around with it
What
like it was like you were fiending on it, and
It was the extension of his other hand.
it was. And then you started doing push-ups. You remember that?
Wait. Wait, no, wait. And then the other guy doing like 50 or something?
Yeah.
He probably remembers it from when you told him.
You remember doing that stuff?
No, I do. I just don't remember when it happened on that duration. So it's
Okay.
Nice.
So, oh, we're filling in the blanks. Yeah, Spencer challenged a dude to a push-up contest and lost.
What were you going to say, Dev?
Yeah, so I've been here for a second. So I've been listening. I just want to point out, not just this show, but just in general, like knowing everyone outside in real life. I think I've heard your guys' impression of Spencer more than I've heard him actually speak.
Shoot.
You know, okay, if you guys don't know Spencer, you can take that in a very offensive way.
No.
We don't mean it in that way.
It's
just-
all love.
We've known this man since we were little. Well, since Jesse was little, I've
I was
known him
little.
for a while on PS3.
It might be because like
it's just habit.
he's not personally around here, but like straight up, like I walk in and like I heard his impression like, before I even heard him.
Yeah.
Here.
Where
It's
were
a good
we at?
impression.
Oh, yeah. So Spencer only remembers the first shot of Hennessy. He challenges a guy to a push-up contest and loses.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. You did a good amount of push-ups, though. You did like 32
I
or
thought I
something.
did I think I did like 40 or something.
I don't know about that. But anyway, so after that, Spencer goes inside. And apparently, I don't know where this is happening. I was outside doing something else, and they do shots of tequila.
Who
And
initiated it?
I just hear
I guess
Spencer
Ethan-
go, oh boy.
I guess Ethan. And Ethan told me, yeah, dude, there was one shot of tequila in particular. Spencer took it, and he was gone. You saw his eyes roll back. And I guess that's when you walked outside.
Oh my g-
You walked outside and sat down in the chair. Do you remember sitting in the chair?
no.
Can I ask
Do
you a
you-
question, sir?
Have you guys talked about this at all
No,
yet?
no, that's what's great.
Is this your first time
yeah,
seeing him since?
Yeah.
Wait, Devin.
We're
what
having
did
a
you-
good
What's up,
time.
Devin?
No, I have a legitimate question for
Yeah.
you, sir. I'm sorry, I know it's awkward to talk on the mic and also talk to me over here. But so how often would you say you drink?
I wouldn't say that much.
Once a week, like
No, not even that. Like once or twice a month, maybe. If that.
okay, but it's twice a month. But
It's every
that twice a month you
Every
go
2
hard
weeks.
as hell.
Yes.
Like you're not a light drinker. It sounds like you either are like getting obliterated or you don't drink at all.
Well,
Basically.
let's think for a second. The intervention portion will be after this story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to have a little intervention here, so guys, stay tuned.
Oh god.
Hey, how about this? Let's,
Not supposed to
let's-
tell him.
let's
Get
take-
him.
Tackle him. He's on his way out.
Well, let's take the pressure off. Like, let's go around. So I'll
Oh,
start,
God.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I probably drink like every weekend, but I don't drink during the week, and I never drink alone either. That's my kind
That's
of
a
thing.
good thing.
Like, I never.
Do you drink
by
lightly?
Myself. Yeah, I never.
Well, it's funny because I feel like whenever I'm at Lexi's, like, you can drink light, and then you just get drunk anyway.
yeah. No, I never. I
Two
mean,
drinks.
I I was gonna say the only times I ever get like good are on like special occasions or like I'll go to a concert. Like that's kind
Tennessee
of
was a special occasion.
Yeah, Tennessee
That was
Tennessee was the most drunk I've ever been in my life. Like I don't remember large chunks of Tennessee. I don't know. I think we can all kind of.
You went to bed early every night.
Oh yeah, because the
bed at like 8 o'clock.
Anyone that knows me knows like I'll drink, but like I'm not long term. Like I'll go hard as hell, and then like I'll be dead. Like
he's
which isn't
a
fun.
sleeper.
Tennessee was
no,
the
there's
first.
pictures. There's pictures in people's phones of me with like
One eye open.
No, with like nails, like long nails. Like I have 2 long nails, and I'm like holding up a whole bottle, like a fifth, and I'm like I look like Nicki Minaj, like down like this. With the bottle, with
When you
tongue out.
you got your makeup done.
Yeah, I had my makeup. I don't remember any of that.
That was funny.
That's hilarious.
That was a fun time. And then he went to bed looking like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Woke up the next morning thinking, what the?
I woke up like ready to do a walk of shame. Like that's what I looked like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's large chunks I don't remember too. Like there was like 2 nights in particular where I like got blacked out drunk before I went to bed.
We
Really?
literally
Yeah.
like every day that week we woke up and there was a certain point of the day where we're like, okay, alcohol time. We just got it out.
I think it was like 5 p.m. It's like a couple days in, and then it became like 4, and then it was just like noon.
And then I took the shot at like I drank like the last 1/8 of my moonshine pint right before we left in the morning at like 6 in the morning. I was like, that's it.
I don't know if
See
it got
ya.
to the point where it was like as soon as we woke up, but it kind of felt like that.
That was the
Yeah.
last day. That was me. I was like, screw it.
Yeah, because and then on top of that, I don't know if you guys remember how much I had to pour out because like we bought so much.
Could have put it in the trunk,
I know, I messed up.
you know. But I think
No, it was
because I remember
it was,
Lexi telling you, she's like, you can't put that in the car.
Yeah,
But
it
I'm
was-
like,
it was
can't
a
you have it in the
packing
trunk?
situation. There's a lot of stuff to bring back. I didn't care, but like, I mean, it was trash anyway. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't good stuff.
Maybe Tennessee's not like that though. Maybe even the trunk doesn't even matter.
Well, what I do want to ask is for Spencer, is when you drink always for like a special occasion to you? Like when you drink, it's fully in your mind a special occasion.
Not always, but
No,
Most
I've
of the
been at
time,
I've been at Jesse's house. We're just hanging out.
Well,
and
hold on, let's go
he
back,
just
right?
gets
So
totally
I said like
shit-faced.
I probably drink every weekend, but I'm not drinking hard. Like I just
Yeah.
I drink
No.
lightly on the weekends when I get with people. You're saying twice a month. What about you guys?
No, I don't.
Almost never.
I like don't let myself get. I don't know. I just don't think it's that fun. I think getting to a point where you're like buzzed is like kind of fun,
No,
but
I'm
like
not talking. No, I'm not talking about the level. I'm talking about drinking at all. Like how often?
Yeah, almost never.
rarely ever. Even at Lexi's house, I'll like, nah, I'm all right.
Okay.
I don't really need it.
I drink a few times a month whenever it's an occasion.
A good bowling
I
alley
never
night.
drink at home. I never drink at home, and I never drink alone.
Never drink alone. Like I feel like that's
So
a good
lame.
Way to be. Like I don't know why
That's a
to me,
warning.
but like that's like sad. Like it makes me.
It is. It's
Yeah.
very
kinda,
sad.
Like, bleh.
It's like upsetting.
Okay, wait. Intervention
Especially
time is not
that's-
here yet.
Also, alcohol just like another thing about I think that keeps me from doing all that stuff is like it just puts me to sleep. Like alcohol naturally just makes me really drowsy. So like
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm
the
just
thing.
alone, I'm just gonna go to
Well,
bed.
another thing. Here's the biggest reason I don't like drinking often, really, ever anymore. Not that I really ever did, but
Honestly,
just period.
Tennessee was enough for my whole lifetime.
Yeah, honestly, no, seriously though, because even in like Tennessee, I mean, honestly, anytime I drink, I get this like gross feeling in all of my nerves.
That was our
And
Motley Crue moment.
It just feels like
Well,
all of my like muscles are deteriorating from the alcohol, and it's like this can't be good over time.
But
It
didn't
does
you?
feel like that.
But didn't you?
I get like numb.
Didn't you enjoy, like that whole Tennessee drunkenness? Stuff?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
it's
a great.
great.
Yeah.
It was an incredible time.
No,
but
I will say near the end, I was like, my body is not taking this well. Like I.
it was like a wonderful time. But yeah, I remember like there was even one day I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking tonight.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is just destroying me.
It
I was like, I don't need
exhausts
this.
you like doing that much. But you know, it's like it was our Motley Crue moment. It's just like the crazy like that's what like rock stars do. They,
Overindulgent.
Like, legitimately just like drink every day, and that's what we were doing. But
Yeah, it
like,
was
It was
gross.
fun. I mean, we were on vacation. That's the time you should do it.
Yeah, it was appropriate.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
What else
saved
can I
up.
do?
We had nowhere to be. We had nowhere to go. We had no one had to go to a job. the
Ping
next
pong
day. It was
tournaments?
perfect.
Dude, I
The
turned
only thing
21
we had
2
to
days
worry
before.
about was having like as much fun as possible, and we did. You know what I mean?
And then the one day there was the wedding. It was like a total task the whole day.
Slush fest.
And then after 7 p.m. it was pretty good.
I had to play guitar.
That's a task in itself. Where were we at with Spencer's situation? We need to continue with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
You're at
derailed.
just after what he remembered, which was the push-ups.
Okay, yeah. So Spencer's getting fucked up, and he takes a shot of tequila. His eyes roll back in the back of his head. He comes outside and he sits down in a vinyl chair, like an outside typical. Or no, I take it back. He was in like a patio chair, like a patio set chair.
Yeah.
I'm trying to paint a good picture here.
Yeah.
And then he slumped down like this.
Jesse's head's down in his lap between his knees. I remember seeing pictures of that of Spencer.
Yeah. So he's sitting there. Then I was like, oh, he's okay. So the first thing I do is I take this skateboard and I put this skateboard under his feet.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like doing this crazy pose thing. And he's like,
Did you save that picture?
oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
We'll post them all here.
So kickflip Spence got his day. And then he started coming through a little bit and he was on the skateboard and it started going like
So you had
that.
to pull it out?
No, he just kicked it out eventually. But he was staying, he was confused as hell. But you could tell he wasn't having a good time. But it was funny. He wasn't falling or anything. But
His feet were rolling around.
yeah, his feet were rolling. He was still sitting in the chair. So then after
How many drinks is that?
well, that's that whole pint of Hennessy on
That was
top
gone.
of his 10 other drinks on top of this last tequila shot.
The whole bottle was gone.
And then didn't you have a beer?
Oh. He had a beer
I need to
top it
sober
off.
up. Has a beer.
No, I don't think I had a beer.
Okay. So yeah, 10 drinks plus a pint of Hennessy. So that's what, 16?
Oh my god.
16 shots?
That's 18.
18 drinks. So 18 drinks is what it does to
Spencer
Spencer.
math.
Yeah. Spot on. It's half fraction, half Spencer. And he's sitting there in this chair, and then all of a sudden, the skateboard's out from under him. All of a sudden, no reaction from Spencer. Just spewing out of the mouth puke.
Not even flexing or anything during the puke.
You were just it was just
And he's not aiming it anywhere. It's just
nope,
coming
it's
out.
just going right in his lap. And it's right in his legs and his hands in his lap.
Oh.
It was pretty bad. So we're like, oh, yep, get it out, bud, get it out. And then everybody's like, we should help him. I'm like, what are we going to do?
Well, that's what I would think. What are we doing?
Well,
So-
maybe I would have thought put a garbage can in his lap or something. But if there's none around, then yeah, you're screwed.
I mean, he was outside,
yeah, then he's
but
screwed.
and we didn't know he was going to start puking.
honestly, if you puke on the cement, you can hose it down.
I know, but it's
Well,
all over his hands.
We're
and
getting
stuff.
there.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Okay, never mind.
So, Spencer, he's sitting there, time goes on, everybody's having a party, and Spencer's zonked out, and everybody else is this is only 10 o'clock, by the way. This is 10 o'clock p.m. He's feeling like
It
this.
just got dark.
Yeah, it just got dark. And
Did he have any more after this?
no.
Okay.
No.
I was
He
like,
was
thank God.
so
kept going.
yeah, he wasn't even responding. You could smack him around. Seriously, it was dead weight at times.
Oh.
And then
Spencer's in disbelief.
I mean, yeah, and this is all I'm just saying what I saw. Then Spencer has
An accident.
we have to he has another puking fit basically. To where he's puking all over his legs and all over this chair and all over this, but still not really a reaction. He's kind of up, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, man,
Squirming around
I
in his
drank
chair.
too much. He said that. He's like,
He just woke up.
As if he didn't
yeah,
realize.
he was like, I want to go home. Yeah,
Oh.
he actually didn't say that, but it was that kind of vibe.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And he was, so then he took the, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted.
Foggy.
Yeah. He.
Now, did
What I
did
do?
we skip the part with Ethan?
No.
Okay.
So
Or the
he's
other.
about long story short, he's puked all over his clothes, all over the chair, and
Oh my
everything.
God.
So we're like, okay, we're gonna have to take him home. That's so like we're starting to figure out how are we gonna
The
get him
first
home.
initial decision.
Yep. How are we gonna get him home? So we decide because I rode over there with Ethan and Xena. Oh, and he came over along with them too. So my car was at Ethan and Xena's house, and we had to go home back to Ethan and Xena's house, and then back to Spencer's house because I was driving him home. So we had to do 2 car changeovers. I wasn't drunk by this point. I stopped drinking by like 7 p.m. or whatever.
You're fine.
Yeah. So like by the time it was like 1:30 or something, and so we're like, oh, we got to hose him off. So well, first we have him take his shirt off because it's a button-up shirt and it's covered in puke. We're just like, take the shirt off, dude.
Yeah.
And so we get that off to the side, and he's sitting there and he's got puke all over his pants, and we're just like. First it was all over his shoes too. That's the first thing.
His
so we're like,
brand new
white shoes. We're like, okay, we gotta hose this off. So we turn on the hose and just spray his shoes off and his pant legs and get all that puke off because there was so much, dude. I don't know. You ate a lot of chicken wings. It was bad.
We could tell.
Like seriously,
There was
Bones
bones
were all
coming
over
up.
the place.
bone. Why do you eat the bones, Spencer?
Spencer's that kind of guy. I eat the bone. I don't care.
It's marrow.
As if that's
A
bad.
cat's hairball. Disgusting.
So then the water starts to make Spencer come through a little bit, and
Where am I?
kinda, and he's like, it's really cold, which I kind of get. It was cold, but it wasn't that cold. It was like 80 degrees out, really humid, warm night. It wasn't raining, it was warm.
Yeah.
And then the water was a little bit cold, but it wasn't cold. Like, and he was like, he started screaming a little bit, and
I don't think I've ever heard Spencer actually just squeal.
it was kind of funny.
Wish I would have been there.
He was like, am I a slave? I'm
Jesse,
like,
I FaceTimed Jesse at like 1 a.m.
yeah,
And
exactly.
that's when they were pretty much starting to handle all of this. Like at this point was when I started FaceTiming.
3 hours when he after that point.
Yeah,
where he-
he's still zonked out, and like he would puke about every 45 minutes.
Oh,
It's like
everything's coming out. That's
yeah,
horrible.
it was bad. I felt bad.
You got to keep feeding him.
Yeah,
But he probably that ain't
feeding
good.
him.
Well, I mean, it's bread or something.
He
throwing a
should
couple
have ate
crackers
something.
at him.
Yeah.
So then,
Jesse, yeah, I FaceTimed you and you were like, oh, you should come out here. I was like, I wish I wanted to.
I wish I wanted to.
he's like, so yeah, we're starting to clean him up, and we get the shirt off of him. Then we realize he pissed his pants.
Wait,
Are you sure it wasn't just the
You didn't know
water?
this yet?
No, well,
Okay.
maybe. Well, he knew that. I told him.
It was probably
I
the
don't
water.
remember that part.
So are you sure it wasn't?
I mean, it's like a 98% chance. Well, no, because we saw it before. Yeah, the water was off, and then it was wet up there. But I don't know.
But
I mean, at
I could
this
see-
from Spencer's position, the way he sounds,
And I think it's what
I
was
think
having.
it's very possible
he peed because he was wet.
he unintentionally pisses himself. That sounds extremely possible
Yeah,
at
if
this
he was
point.
wet, then he probably.
Well, that's the thing. We were washing his legs off with water,
And then
too.
yeah, with the water sensation.
but like only
How
from the
can you not?
only from the shin down. And you were looked kind of comfortable. You know what I mean?
It was the piss.
No,
it was the
no,
piss.
I
He
mean,
got
isn't
warm
there-
real
isn't
quick.
there, like,
I mean,
a-
I'm not judging. It happens.
No, isn't there like a trick where if you like dip someone's hand in water, they just like pee their pants?
Yeah, if they're
Yeah.
out cold.
Yeah, but he's spraying him with a hose.
Same thing. Same thing. Poor
That's
guy.
probably worse.
I know. He's got his thumb over it and he's scanning it all over him, soaking him wet.
I didn't check if he shit himself.
Oh, dude, that would have been. Did you wake up with shit in your pants?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
he's
that's
fine.
good.
Oh
We
my
ask him
God.
Was this like a week and a half later?
He was like dead out cold, but
Well, I
he
mean-
also just won the wet T-shirt contest. that
If
night.
he did shit in his pants, would he tell you? That's a
No,
good question.
I didn't
No.
shit.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, exacally. He's like, nah,
I probably
don't shit.
would, honestly.
That's when, dude. Once he sent me the snap that said you pissed yourself, I was like, oh, it's bad.
It
There
was-
ain't no turning back.
Peeing
So
yourself
then we
is
realized
It's a bad night for you the whole
Pee-
time from here.
peeing yourself is one thing, but if you like, I think you're only allowed I think you're only allowed 3 times as an adult where you can shit your pants and it's okay.
You get 3 cards.
You get 3 passes.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn, I'm already on my last
Nick already
pass.
used up 2 in one day. Yeah, because remember when? Yeah, in one day. I always try to remember that. When Nick drank it was a whole bottle of Everclear.
I mean, we've told this before.
Dude, that is a cleanse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we told this story
forever.
before, but yeah.
Yeah, he shit his pants twice. So at least you're not Nick.
Yeah.
Nah, you still
Nick,
have.
if you hear this,
I
get
bet
your
you
shit
still
together.
have all 3 cards. Do you have all 3 cards? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I
I don't know
thi-
how many piss cards you get, but you definitely have all 3 shit cards
Okay, now when you say you can't shit yourself, okay,
as an adult.
as an have you
18 plus.
have you shit yourself as an adult?
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Tell your
Yeah.
story.
All right. No,
We're jumping
this
here
is
now.
great because I felt bad that he had to find out that he pissed his pants. So I want to take the.
Oh no,
some of
he
the
knew.
weight
I
off.
told him.
Oh.
I don't remember if you telling me.
Not right. You're not going to remember right
Still
now.
drunk.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought I told you since then.
Listen, let me take some of that weight. Let me take some of that embarrassment.
Okay.
So when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I was super on drugs, and I was like bedridden.
Nitrous?
Painkillers.
Oh,
whatever they had
oh,
me
you
on.
mean like after
No,
the surgery?
like immediately after,
Yeah.
right? Like I was all loopy. I still have pictures of like blood coming down.
Are you at
out of
home
my
at this point?
Yeah, I was actually living with
Okay.
Doug, like in his basement.
Oh,
But,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So I remember like being in like a t-shirt and some underwear, and I remember I was super high, and I woke up, and I thought I had to fart, like it felt like a fart, and you know when you fart, there's kind of a pop, right? Like that's a fart.
No, it's open.
No,
That's when you
no.
shit
Here's the
yourself.
thing, like there's that air,
Yeah.
and then there's supposed to be like a.
Yeah, where it seals quickly.
So I was super high. I was like dozing in and out of being asleep.
Yeah.
Like it was the middle of the night. And I woke up and I like farted, but there wasn't a pop. And then I went back to bed, right? Woke up and I was like, why is my ass so cold?
Oh, cold.
Yeah.
Spencer's gonna piss. He's
So,
laughing so hard.
I,
Look at him. He's gonna piss again.
He's gonna miss his pants again.
Dude,
He's gonna shit this time.
it wasn't a lot, but like I had to like fucking crab walk to the bathroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's stepping to the point where it's quite a bit.
I'll
Yeah,
tell.
so yeah,
that's a pretty good
I
one.
lost a card.
Troy, have you ever shit your pants?
Did you
as an
keep the
adult?
underwear?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
Wait,
washed it.
hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
I think
you
they're
kept
done.
your pants.
They're done now. No,
Yeah,
Troy.
it's
Troy,
all
have,
good.
hold on. Troy, have you ever shit your pants as an adult?
Yes.
Do you want to tell the story?
Sure.
Go ahead.
It was this past Christmas. We had a
It's recent.
The Christmas doo-doo.
Oh no, is this one? Go ahead.
what? I don't think I've ever told this story to
Okay,
you guys.
then never mind.
He knows about another.
I think I
time.
told it to maybe John, but
I don't. Keep going. We'll see.
we just got done with a Christmas party. It was like maybe a week and a half before Christmas or whatever. And something must have been spoiled or rancid or something that I ate from that Christmas party, because a couple hours later, I was hanging out with my cousin, and we what were we doing? Oh, we went to see like some Christmas lights, and we went to see the Christmas lights, and we started driving back home, and all of a sudden my stomach like dropped.
Wait, are you driving? Or
Yeah,
no?
I'm driving. I'm in the
Oh.
middle of driving.
No.
Guys, 1 second. I got to do something real quick.
Oh, okay.
Just
We're on the
out-
highway. What do you have to do?
Just open the door.
I was driving back to my house, and
Just say the tire popped. Say the tire popped. You got to go
no,
fix
it was maybe like it was after midnight. I remember this because I
Sounds like a shotgun blast.
Boom! All right, guys. Oh no, he does that like into a shirt. Bam! Oh, dude, I think the tire popped. What was that? You feel that? You feel that? He's shaking the wheels. It doesn't
Pumping
feel
the
like a
brakes.
popped tire.
what's that smell? It's burning metal.
Dude, it smells like shit in here.
Tires smell like shit. Whoa.
Okay, go, Troy. What happened?
Never
Was
smelled
that-
burning rubber before?
It was after midnight on my way home, and I realized I need to shit, and I'm not gonna make it. So
Wait, how far were you from home?
like maybe 5 minutes.
And you knew
That is
you
bad.
couldn't hold it for 5 minutes.
Oh, I could not. Yeah, it was like
Sometimes you gotta go.
Dude, the turtle
Hey,
was
that-
really wanting to come out of the shell.
Oh, you were prairie dogging.
Prairie dogging, turtle poking his head
It
out.
was- it
Whatever
was going.
It kept going.
Not yet.
Not
We're
yet.
coming soon. We're coming soon.
Dude, the turtle would come out and then pop its head back in. Completely.
No, the turtle comes out, gets decapitated, and then it's stuck in the pit. Okay, keep going.
So yeah, I tried to look for like the nearest rest stop I could go to. There was like a McDonald's, but it was after midnight, and it was one of them that wasn't open 24 hours, so it was closed. I'm knocking on the window and like, hey, can I use your bathroom? And they're like, nope. Just go back to cleaning the floor.
What a dick!
So I ran back into my car and kept driving.
Well,
and then the next place was a White Castle.
Oh, you ain't getting shit.
No, they don't even have bathrooms
No,
there.
You're about
luckily
to tell us that you shit your pants in a White Castle.
no. Okay.
In the White Castle.
No, honestly,
he's getting up to the door.
Hey, can I use your?
Can I use your?
no, it's
I need to use your bathroom.
I didn't
You
even
gotta
ask.
order
I just
something.
ran right through. Because it was one 24-hour one, so I just ran right through.
Oh my God, beeline.
Beeline.
Did you buy a pop?
No, no, I didn't have to.
Like
It wasn't
Courtesy?
like- no.
What a dick.
He goes to buy the pop first.
Hey, I'm still pissed about the McDonald's. I'm not being nice to anybody.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Man, those White Castle workers. sound ridiculous.
dude.
Yeah, the McDonald's was closed on me, so fuck you guys.
That dude literally caused you to fill your drawers.
No, I made it, but I was
What
still.
the
Wait,
hell?
no.
Is this a shitting your pants story?
20 minutes, and I made it to the toilet.
No. I was still with my cousins. We were driving back to my house, and then we stayed at my house for about an hour, and then I drove him back. And as
Oh,
it wasn't over. It was a 45-minute drive. I'm driving from Roseville to Port Huron.
Dude, what the fuck?
It was 45 minutes, and I was
You're just
I
slipping
was-
and sliding.
I was about 15 minutes from the house, and I felt my stomach drop again, and this time I'm even further out. So, well, I am.
and you're alone at this point?
No, I'm taking him back to the house.
Oh, you're going up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I don't want to hear the end, but
I'm flooring it, 90 miles an hour down 94. Just screaming.
There's people in the back seat screaming their heads off.
That's how fast your car goes
Yes.
forward?
That's how fast his car goes
No.
top.
I
90
okay.
miles an hour.
No, okay, and I.
Well, not literally, guys. I'm sorry, Troy. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
He's going 65.
I barely make it to their house, but I let them in, and I'm thinking, all right, I'm good, because I felt it like calm down for a second. So I'm like, I could probably make it back to the house, to my
I'm
house.
not gonna ask.
So I'm not. And then I say bye at the door, and then walk back, and then open my car door, get in, and then all of a sudden it's right there. It's right there. And then I call him can you open your door back up? I need to use your bathroom. He's like, I'm in the bathroom. I'll be a few minutes. So I'm waiting outside of the door, just pacing back and forth.
Dude.
And it's and then the same thing happened with Devin. I felt a fart, and I was like, all right, I'm going to really be careful with this one. And I'm clenching while trying to let it go. And then it just slides right through and down all.
Hey, I'm here.
It slides right down my pant leg, piles up in the back of my shoe. Oh.
Wait, it went to the shoe?
It went to the shoe.
That's a straight shot, dude.
It was nothing. I was
Troy, I'm sorry. Do you know you got shit running down your leg? Oh, do I?
So how'd you handle that?
So
You just didn't. You didn't go to the bathroom.
I played it off. Finally came to the door, opened the door, and I played it off. And I was trying to walk as normally as I could to the bathroom, so I could clean my pants. And I was scrubbing those pants for a good half hour.
Oh, and then you put them right back on.
I didn't have any other
I know
clothes.
that sucks.
He came out dead of winter. Like, he just threw the pants away.
I'm chilled
He
in
just,
my.
The
like-
shit froze to his
He
leg.
just walks out boxers.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'll see you guys.
Yeah, I had to put on the dirty underwear and pants and the shoes and the socks.
Shit shoes.
Shit shoes.
Spencer, have you shit your
socks.
pants as an adult yet?
No.
No,
He has all 3 cards.
I have, but I'm not
Let
going to
me
tell
ask
you.
you, how
I
many
have.
cards do you have? Now, as an adult. How many adult shit cards do you have?
He has 2 left.
2 left?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you were looking at me. The
Oh,
lamp's
yeah,
in the
sorry.
way.
I have 2 left.
Okay.
You want to tell that story?
Jesse?
I still have 3.
It's not that interesting,
I'm-
but I'll go ahead. I'll tell it. I got sick. I don't know how I got sick. I don't remember if there was even a reason. I think I just like got sick out of nowhere. Just like wasn't eating that well. And then I think it was I was having a dream, and
You shat in the dream.
no, I didn't shit in the dream. I thought I was like farting in the dream or something. And then I remember like it woke me up because I immediately knew I just shit my pants.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So but like I stopped it quick, and
That
then
was my favorite part of the
I got to
movie
the
Inception,
bathroom.
is when they shit their pants and woke up out of the dream. that was how they
That's
got
how they
out of the
jump
dream.
back into reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, great part. No, I got to the bathroom. Underwear was a mess, but I didn't let it all out. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, I technically have 2 cards left.
All right.
We get 3 cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How about you, Jess?
You shit your pants yet?
I'm dry.
You still got all 3?
This man's
Dry.
a,
Got all
Jesse.
3.
you're a shit virgin?
Yeah.
Good.
I think the last time I did it, like, wasn't really that bad. It was like in high school though, and like I was just remembered I coughed really hard, and like a turd popped halfway out. And I was like, oh shit! And I ran,
It like comes out. You suck it right back.
and I ran right to the bathroom, and that was like
I had to imagine Jesse sprinting to the bathroom in his
Trying
house.
not to cut off the piece.
sophomore year.
Sophomore year Jesse. Big fat Jesse.
And the piece, you're just trying not to cut it off
Yeah,
and let it drop.
pretty much.
Oh.
He's like holding his breath in.
Okay. Now, really quick, everybody. We're coming right back over to Spence. Now, did we get to the part where we're hosing him?
So yeah, me and my buddy Ethan were like, we got to get Spencer clean because we can't put him in the car like that. You know, it's fucking gross because there's puke all over him. Like at this point, it's on his shirt, on his legs, on his arms, on his wrists, in his hair, on his phone. It was bad.
He doesn't remember any of this.
No, and then so like we empty his pockets so we can like hose him off further, and so we come to the conclusion that we need to take his pants off. So we took his pants off to get him clean because the pants were just covered in puke. And so then after that, as soon as we get the pants off, he sits right down in puke. So we're like, well, we got to clean that off now too. So then we clean that, and that's really what the cold thing was. That's when you got cold because we had to clean your thigh off.
Was that before or after the pee?
That was after. That's why we had to take the pants off
Oh, I
because
see.
Yeah,
you're
the
saying.
pants had a
Okay.
huge piss mark.
yeah, and like we're like 98% sure that was piss.
Yeah. Well, honestly,
So
It
like,
was,
and
like,
we didn't
separate-
want to take the chance. We
What
didn't
I
wanna
seen
just
is, like-
have you flopping around in pissy pants.
I seen piss, or I seen what you sprayed or Ethan sprayed from like the knees down. It was like soaked here, but then it was dry, and then right up near the thigh, it was like a huge wet spot. So it was like, yeah, it looks like piss. You know.
Jeez. What do you have to
So
say?
Yeah, Spence, what do you got to say about that?
What do you have to say for yourself?
No, come on, it ain't his fault. Don't give.
No,
the
no, I'm asking. What do you think about that, Spencer? Why'd you do that?
You think you went a little far there?
I mean, it'd be dumb for me to say I didn't go far.
But why did you do that?
It'd be
I,
dumb for me
I got to a
say.
point where I wasn't thinking straight and just kept on going.
Maybe you were thinking.
When do you think
straight,
you
though.
lost control?
Buying the Hennessy.
You think so? Does that sound about
Mine,
right,
the
Jesse?
Hennessy was where you took the wrong turn.
Now, do you have a problem with like knowing when to quit when you're too drunk?
And something else to add, he was drinking white liquor all day, basically. And then all of a sudden gets like the heaviest, sludgiest brown shit you can.
And what is that?
Hennessy.
I thought Hennessy was kind of a lighter.
The little I've had
It's
it,
like pink colored, I thought.
No, it's like brown.
It's
Oh,
pretty
really?
brown.
Oh, the one I seen him have the other day, it was like a pink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
brown and sludgy, dude.
Yeah, regular
what is
Hennessy's like
Hennessy?
the color of that table over there. Is that brown?
Isn't it like cognac or whatever it's called?
No. Is it whiskey?
Hennessy?
Not the cognac.
Yeah, cognac
yeah,
is.
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I got that right.
Hey,
Sweet.
this man's a
Very
alcohol
sludgy.
connoisseur.
That's the way I'd describe it. It's sludgy,
It's like syrup.
right?
I heard-
At times, I guess, but other times it's not bad.
What do you mean?
Why is that your? Why is
Look what I did. He's like, look what it's pretty good.
Why is that your drink of choice?
It's not.
So you
He's a clout chaser.
Oh,
You
then
know-
what is yours?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Probably
all it
this
is.
tequila or rum.
Henny.
I think
You don't remember
Screams.
going up to Ethan's stepdad and being like, hi, I'm Spencer. I got Hennessy. That's the first time meeting him.
What?
What?
Why did I hear that?
That was that.
What?
That's funny.
That actually happened. It was,
Oh my god.
Hey, what's up? I'm Spencer. I got Hennessy. That's
That's
funny.
your most defining quality.
What the hell? I mean, honestly, no better way to meet Spence.
No. That's the
That's
No.
how
You
I
get-
want to
get it all in one sentence.
exactly. Hi, I'm Spencer. I got Hennessy.
2 sentences.
That's almost how I met Spencer because the first time I met him was at the Drunk podcast.
Now, oh,
So-
was it?
And that was fun. Yeah, that was a fun first time.
No,
meeting
you
him.
met him during the boxing match.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that episode.
He's just that forgettable.
Even though he won.
What was I gonna say? Oh, now Spencer claims he's not drinking anymore.
Is that true?
Is that true, Spence?
For the most part, yeah.
Smart.
For the most part. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? The most
The
part.
lamest promise
For the
I've
most
ever
part.
heard.
What do you mean by that?
I just want to drink like as much as I do.
You want to drink as much as you do?
No, I won't.
He said he's not going to drink as much as he does. Now, you realize that's not quitting alcohol. That's just drinking slightly less.
Yeah, and I mean, drinking slightly less still puts him at the point where he loses all judgment.
Yeah, and I feel like you drink slightly less, you're just going to get right back to your point. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
What do you think, Spence? What do you think, Jess?
You know what, Spencer? I think we're all legitimately worried about you. We want to make sure you're safe.
I've heard multiple people tell me he's got to watch it.
He does.
He's got to watch it because people die like that. Jesse, back
Yep.
me up.
Yep, I was telling somebody the story, and they said, see you in AA.
Now, we're about to get into a little bit of a discussion here. So, Devin, guard the door in case someone wants to make a break for it.
Oh, no. You're acting like we're about to just, like, beat his ass.
No, it's a discussion, not like.
It's a discussion.
Okay, what's this discussion?
No, are we having a.
Troy wants to host it now.
Are we having an intervention? I thought we
Yeah.
brought this up with him.
Well, go
already.
ahead, ask your question. I kind of got a little bit of mine going.
No, I don't have a question yet. I was just.
You don't have
saying-
anything you want to say to Spence
Not at
about
the moment.
Spence, you need to quit. You need to watch it,
You
dude.
just need to stop because I need a designated driver.
That's true.
We need
I'm
a
always a call
designated
away,
driver.
Jess. I'm always
You-
a call away.
you
Oh,
need
I
to-
appreciate that.
you need to
Johnny.
stop
Same to you,
drink-
buddy.
You need to stop drinking so we can drink.
So we can safely drink. Actually, it's not even safe. Spencer doesn't drive on the highway, so
Oh my
You
god.
better be
dude.
planning on getting drunk within 2 miles.
He's taking side streets
Yeah, I was
to
gonna-
Dearborn.
I was gonna say you better expect a 3-hour drive from Dearborn to your house.
Spencer, you realize how bad it is on your body, and he's trying to bulk up. That is the last thing you want to have.
Don't
You
want
wanna
that
bulk
stress
up.
on there, dude.
You realize how much alcohol deteriorates your muscle? You realize that? Or do you not know?
I do.
You do know that?
So you know the negative side effects of this drug. Can we call it that? Can we call liquor a drug?
We can
How,
call it.
uh,
I'm happy with calling it a drug.
Someone get the dare lion.
Exactly. And
How-
where did the dare line touch you?
How
Yeah.
bad do you think his liver looks? Already.
It probably looks
You
average.
think it's okay?
It's probably
Probably a
fine.
little bit gray, but
A little crazy.
It's probably gray and spotty.
probably a little bit gray, but probably solid.
Probably got a couple barnacles on it.
Oh.
a couple little polyps.
What's up? What's up, Devin?
Disgusting, Joe.
I'm sorry.
Devin's playing
Yeah.
the Switch. His stupid
Can't we
Switch.
play?
You're gonna start having like liver problems, like at years and years of like heavy daily drinking. I wouldn't be worried that you've done permanent damage now, but you shouldn't drink to that excessive amount just on the fact that you could definitely roll on your back, puke, and then die.
Yeah.
That could happen.
God.
You
That's
got,
Fun.
you got Mario Kart for that, Devin?
No, only Smash. I just got it. I mean, I
Smash.
had one, but I just like rebought it. I bought the new version.
You getting Legend of Zelda?
The
Breath of the Wild?
no, I've already beaten that.
Oh.
Are you talking about the new one that's coming out next month?
Oh, sure. I didn't know there was a new one coming
Yeah,
out.
it's Link's Awakening.
Okay.
is this is Troy's section where
It's
we
now
do gaming.
Gamer Chat.
No, I didn't.
This is
I don't
now
play
Gamer
Nintendo.
Chat.
I just asking.
I remember when we first started the podcast, I asked Troy, I'll give you your own little movie review segment if you want it. He's like, and he says, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I'm all right.
On this week, Troy will be reviewing The Color Purple.
Dude, Troy, you know what? We could do Friday uploads. It's a 30-minute Troy movie review. He's not into
I'm
it.
good.
You know, let's do an hour and 10-minute Troy movie review.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Or no,
wanna-
you gotta
2.5 hours.
I want to actively watch the movie while I'm reviewing it.
Exactly. the review needs to be the exact amount of time the movie is.
With pausing and playing.
Hour and 30 seconds. Yeah, pause it. Okay, so pause it.
So that was stupid.
Continuity error.
Oh, annoying.
I'm watching like what are those historical dramas, and like noticing when, hey, that piece of clothing's not from the time period.
Hey, they came out with that type of threading about 100 years later, let's be honest. Oh, my God.
Looks like it was sewn in 2014, not 1837.
He's just watching Game of Thrones, pointing out all the Starbucks cups.
I would.
he thinks he's a movie sleuth because of it.
That is a reproduction Winchester rifle
That was made for the movie.
made for the movie. They never made that back in 1862.
All right, Spencer, you need to clean your act up, dude.
Basically, we care about you. We love you, bud.
We do care about you. You know that?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Jesse, I think he's pretty fucking high.
You do look kind of high,
You
dude.
can't even talk.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how high are you?
For my standards, probably like a 8.
Everything's his standard. Everything's always his standard.
That's all you can ever go off. of.
My hot scare, that habanero is about a 6.
Nothing's ever a
Never
10.
know what a 10 is.
So, Spencer hasn't been digging liquor very much lately over the past week or so, though. I will give
Definitely
him the
not.
credit. He hasn't drank much since then. Have you drank it all since Ethan's party?
No.
That sounded like a lie.
Yeah, he hesitated for a second.
Have you had anything to drink? Alcoholic.
Oh. Wait, I had one can.
Wait, really?
We didn't even press him that much.
Did you had something already?
Just a little can drink.
Oh, the White Claw?
Where'd you have it at?
Just set at home.
Is that home?
Aren't those White Claws kind of like an alcoholic?
Never
LaCroix?
had one.
Spencer, are they like an alcoholic
Dangerous.
LaCroix?
They're so dangerous.
It's just water with
It's
alcohol.
tonic. It's tonic flavored alcohol, but it's like
So it's-
it's like a beer. It's like 5%, and it's wild because it tastes like water, and you drink a few of them, and it tastes like nothing, and you're like, oh, you know.
And then you just
no,
drunk.
like literally, like at the last concert I went to, I was drinking beer, like Modelo, and I was having a good time, and then like my friend that was there handed me. They're called Truly, like they're kind of like White Claws, but they taste a little better. But it's called Truly. It's a seltzer alcohol, and I'm like, glug glug glug. I'm like, this tastes like nothing. I'm like, this is actually refreshing. I'm like in a concert, so I'm hot. I'm like, you know, I keep drinking them, and before you know it, I'm like,
Oh my God.
that was by accident. If I didn't realize what I was doing.
So that's what Spencer was having.
Yeah.
The vodka water. Kind of sounds like a vodka water, John.
Well, vodka water's for certain people.
That is for certain
For
people.
you.
For certain people.
For certain cool people.
You have to be
certain.
you have to be of a level of
Understanding.
attractiveness.
Oh,
It's
okay.
true.
No, not attractiveness physically, but vibe wise.
Exactly.
People come towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Spencer says he's not going to drink anymore. He's sitting at home with a claw. Come on, dude. Why?
What the fuck? No. It is what it is. He wants to have another drink, whatever. But what'd you do yesterday, Spence?
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Wait, he did something?
Yeah, dude. Told you he had a good story for you.
Oh, no.
So what'd you do yesterday?
Oh, I remember.
If you want to say,
Go ahead.
you don't have to say if you don't want to.
Or you could have Jesse tell it for you if that's better.
Do you want Jesse to tell it?
I'll let him start it off, and I'll see if.
What, are you having trouble just telling stories right now?
That's his way of
That's
saying,
okay to say
Jesse,
yes.
please say the whole thing.
A little bit, but.
You have a little bit of trouble talking. That's fine.
Well, no,
a little nervous.
Talking wise, not really. What?
No, nothing. No, dude, just tell him what you did.
He said, I think Jesse can start it off, and I'll see if I can follow.
All right.
'Cause I was like, what is it, a little hard?
Well, Spencer's looking for something to ease his mind since he doesn't want to blow his mind out on liquor anymore.
Yeah.
So he's turning to edible marijuana.
Interesting.
I know.
That's an interesting turn. That's like,
Hey, by the way, are you still working at the same place?
Yeah.
How has it been? Has it changed?
Nope. Just
Yeah, let's talk some more about Amazon.
Yep.
What is it? What would this be, like the 5th episode in a row we talk about Amazon?
How many blenders did you send out last week?
Wait, no. Okay, wait. That actually is a good question. Are you still liking it? Because you said you weren't liking it a couple times ago.
I bought a Naruto headband. Are you the one that sent it to me?
You
No.
packaged it. I packaged like 15,000 of those a day.
How many orders have you messed up?
None.
He's on
Perfect
top of it.
streak.
dude,
That's
he's
what I
the
like to
best
hear,
worker
bud.
in the whole plant.
He
All right,
really does
Spencer.
save his drinking for the week.
He does. He knows when and when not.
Spencer's an organizer, Jesse.
You know, Spencer's large and in charge.
So are you giving Jesse consent to tell this story?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really
Okay.
know too much other than he ate a bunch of edible marijuana.
Do you know how
And,
much?
like 100 milligrams. Which is a good little dose.
That's a good little dose for Spencer.
That was bad.
Didn't he say he popped a whole gummy?
Yeah.
Like
he's only on he's only on a quarter of one now, and he's fucked.
He can't even tell the story. That's
I
how
was
bad it
like,
is.
Spencer, you having trouble talking? Just a little bit.
No, but that was bad.
It's legal.
Hey,
It all hit me at once.
Detroit, Michigan, baby.
that hurt me.
It all hit you at once. How long did it take you to kick in?
Like an hour, I would say.
It all hit you at once, really?
Did you like take some and then not feel it and then take more?
No.
Oh, that's
there any
that's
come
the
up?
move, dude. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I like to wait about 15 minutes before if I
It was
see
like 8 minutes went by and like
12-8.
I love
It
his
was
counting
terrible.
down. That's my favorite thing.
That's the move. That's the new thing. Count down. About
Like-
15 to 10 people.
people be like, "What?" That makes sense.
So we top it on a 10. Well, no, you said 15.
About 15 to 10.
Now, did you see Spencer when he
No,
was on this
I got a
100
couple
MG?
Snapchats and he was just sitting there like
He was on a new plane.
he was there, dude. He was Spencer was rolling, dude. But what was happening? So waited about an hour, and then what happening?
Yeah, what
started
did you
happening?
see?
I don't even remember to tell
Back
you
of
the
his
truth. It was just
eyelids.
bad.
Bad. What was bad?
The paranoia I got.
About what?
I don't know. Just out of nowhere.
I thought the cops were gonna come get him.
Spencer gets paranoid every single time.
I thought I was gonna die at that point. How high I was.
Damn. That's a fucking crippling
That's
story.
why I don't smoke. Every single
I feel like
time.
if I ever, I don't know, but if I ever like, I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna die. It's like, oh wait, no, this is this
I'm not.
this isn't the real thought.
I have so many good weed stories because I've done it so little, but like each time has been like.
Did we talk about
ridiculous.
your K2 story?
Dude,
Oh,
the
God.
K2 stuff is insane, and I just found out like this year.
Did you
it was
mention that on
K2.
here? Do you ever remember?
I think
I
we talked
remember
about
we
that,
didn't.
Like, I think
We did
talked
not?
about that
We did not.
outside. No.
Okay, aim that mic down just a little bit like this, and let's hear it.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
this is incredible. I haven't even done stand up on this, and I should. But so This was my first time trying to smoke weed when I was like 13 or 14, and this is what I thought it was weed. And like for my whole life I thought it was weed. So like it kind of ruined it for me because I'm like, damn, weed's like this, but really I was smoking K2, which is for any of the listeners or people here that like aren't familiar, it's a chemical mix that is not good for human consumption that you could buy at gas stations at the time, so 7 years ago. But
and it's advertised as synthetic marijuana.
Yeah, synthetic marijuana. And I've heard, before I tell you my story, like I've had like there's an ex-girlfriend of mine that said like it made her blind for like for a time being. Like she just stopped seeing. And I've heard other horror stories or people going to seizures, and like it's just not good. It's like not whatever is in that stuff.
It's a party drug. What do you say?
I don't know what it is, but it's
just
whatever,
completely demean everybody.
It's not THC. It's not weed at all. Like it's a different kind of situation. But anyway, my friend got this stuff for me. I'm gonna leave everyone else unnamed. And we went to a elementary school in the summertime. It was like the summer from like 7th to 8th grade or 8th to 9th. And
smoked it in the principal's office.
We got on the playground of this elementary school in St. Clair Shores. So like none of us went there. Yeah. And we got under like the little playground area and we got a can of Coke, popped some holes in it, did the thing. And I remember, we passed it around. And then my friend was like, oh, shit, I think I see people looking at us, or I think I see that there's cops. Let's get out of here. So they ran, right? And I remember it so vividly what happened. I get up. I have a backpack. I throw it on. I start running with them, and then they, like, jump over some of the playground shit, like a teeter-totter. And then as I jump over it, like, midair, that's when it, like, turns on.
Cool.
And
cool.
Everything felt very slow. It was so fast. Like everything was like, it was like a movie. It was like everything was like, and all I could I thought I was running full speed, and all I could remember hearing my friends say, who were with me, 2 other girls, was, "Oh my God, Devin can't even walk."
Dude.
But eventually, we stopped running. We ended up walking to the McDonald's on Gratiot and Martin, and they removed this. They actually rebuilt it, but there used to be this little table in the corner with a bunch of stools, and we all got up there, and I was like blown out of my mind. I was having trouble talking, like it was bad, and then I remember looking at someone and like my mouth just turned into a desert. Like it just immediately got so dry. And I was like, ugh. Like, like that SpongeBob episode, Sandy, water.
That was you.
That was me. So I asked my friend.
You just became a yellow sponge.
Yes, I was dying for water. I asked my friend for $1 so I could go get something to drink. So I went up to the counter, got the drink, got to the pop, the fountain, and I remember not being able to figure out how to get the cap on the drink after I poured it. Like I kept taking the smaller lids and I kept putting them on the large cup
directly into
the drink. No, I had like a Coke, but like into the drink. So like I was just for like probably 5 minutes. It felt less, but it was probably like long. I was just staring at like a medium-sized lid floating in my pop, not being able to figure it out. And that's when I looked to my left and noticed that there was just this dude like staring at me like, "Fuck is wrong with you, kid?" And that's when the paranoia, started. Now it was like a red alarm. I'm like, everyone in this McDonald's knows I'm high.
Every human in this building.
So I figure out the drink. I run over to my friends. And I'm like, "Hey guys, I have to go home." And them have done, they've all done this stuff before. Kind of a bad friend moment on them. They let me go home by myself, crossing Gratiot the way I was.
Oh my God.
So I go. I try.
Devin
go,
could not be here if it wasn't for that.
Yeah.
Or
I
I
walk
don't know.
towards.
That's the only way he got.
How many
to
edibles
I'm
did you
within
eat?
walking I'm within walking distance of my house. It's probably like a 20-minute walk, but like it's not that far. But I start walking towards my house and I realize, oh shit, I cannot come home like this. I can't have my parents see me because
So you slept in the
if
backyard.
they see my eyes or like see the way I'm acting, I'm not gonna be in good shape. So I ended up walking down my at the time girlfriend's street. Like I just walked down just to like walk around my neighborhood, and guess what? She was on her porch, just hanging out. She was just there. She just happened to be on her porch. So she saw me walk across, like on the other side of the street, and she's like, she looks and she's like, Devin, is that you? And I didn't want to confront her, being that
kept
messed
walking.
up on the weed I thought I smoked. So I waved at her, and I kept walking.
How much did you smoke?
A lot. I mean, it was a good amount, but that was like my first time ever doing any of that kind of stuff. So, and it wasn't even real. Like, it wasn't even the real feeling you get when you're, doing the good stuff. But I went home. I walked around my block a few more times until I felt confident, and then I got onto my porch and played my PlayStation Portable until I felt good enough to talk, and then I walked inside and I went to bed.
I like when you said the good stuff. Spencer just like squinted his eyes, like, what the hell does he mean?
Dude, Spencer's on his own plane right now. Spencer's not even listening to us.
Spencer's on the good.
He's having his own fun right
Yeah,
now.
but that's why I don't smoke. Probably to this day, like it that experience was awful. Like my head was.
It sounds rough.
I've
That
had
is
other
rough.
experiences too. Like I've just like because I would go like I think most people you keep smoking and you kind of build a tolerance and you kind of get an understanding for how it's gonna make you feel. Every time I would take like months, years apart from me doing this, and I'd be like, I'll try it again, and then it hits me. I'll do like way too much, and it's like. Like there was another time where I had a very small amount, and this was at home, and I had a setup ready. I'm like, I'm gonna have a good time this time. I'm not gonna freak out. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have a good time. Very small amount. I'm like, how bad can you know what I mean? Like it's so small, like it's not gonna do anything.
If you also have high levels of anxiety,
Oh, absolutely.
Period.
I'm the most anxious person I know. But
yeah, that's like another thing I'm like adding in my head.
I hit this stuff, and then I had Techno Kitten Adventure set up on my Xbox 360.
Already planning for a bad trip.
Getting ready to go. As soon as I sat down on my bed, like I couldn't feel my legs. Like,
And then you just think you're
Yeah.
dead.
and like I don't know what the stuff was that I was smoking back in the day. Like who, maybe if it was late.
He's just smoking gasoline
They
straight.
just
like-
kept giving him like some random shit and
they
laughing
just kept,
at him.
Yeah, they just kept. They're just like giving me acid, like not telling me.
It's like that on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's an acid rolled blunt
Yeah.
or
yeah.
acid rolled cigarette.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
The yellow
like,
cigarette?
I,
They give you that every time. They just roll
yeah,
a
no,
joint
the
and then
whole time-
dip it in acid.
No,
Here you go.
The whole time I'm being told like this is normal, regular marijuana here, and then come to find out years later, it's like no, that was K2 or no, that was some. Messed
Well,
up
yeah,
stuff.
he opened it up in like a tinfoil package.
Yeah, it had a skull and crossbones on it when I smoked it. So,
You got from
but-
some
but-
shit from Spencer that had
No,
hot sauce on it.
like so that whole like when I was at home trip was wild because I immediately pulled out my like iPhone 3 or no. I had like a very old touch, one of the most original like Android touch phones, and I pulled out my phone and I immediately had to Google how to get unhigh. Like that's what I Googled, And I didn't remember.
How do I not high?
I don't.
Sit
I didn't
down.
remember doing that until I woke up the next morning. And that was like the first thing in my web browser was how
Nope.
to get unhigh.
No more high.
I do remember.
No, I mean it
doing
was
that.
like I was thinking in baby terms. I was like, how to not high.
You've done that, Spencer?
Yeah, I did that the other day.
You Googled it?
Yeah.
How do I not become high?
How do I get it on high? Or
How do
whatever,
I
something?
how do I keep myself alive?
How do I anti-high?
How do I breathe? Amazing, but like like okay.
No,
but-
he googled how do I breathe, and then it said, do you want to become unhigh?
But no, the unhigh Google gave me a list, and I followed that list. So the first thing they said is, go outside, take some deep breaths, like get into some good air. I was in my underwear. I was so blown that I didn't remember to put on clothes, so I walked out in my backyard at like 2 in the morning in my underwear. I was just walking in circles in my backyard. Hope no one saw me, but that's what I did.
Just light yourself a bonfire, sit down, and have some fun.
Didn't change a thing.
what I'd
Didn't change a thing. I was still the same level when I walked in. Look at the next thing on the list. They're like, okay, another good thing you can do is just take a cold shower real quick because that'll sober you up, which is true. Like, it will. But I got in, and I immediately I turned it off because I thought I was drowning. Like, I was like getting pelted, and I was like
staring at
by
the
water, and I was so blind. I was like,
He's going.
yeah.
Just
letting it
mouth
drip
gaping
down.
open
No, I was
towards
scared. I was legitimately scared I was gonna like drown. So I turned the water off.
Oh my
It's
god.
a reasonable fear.
And at this point, I'm naked, cold, high out of my mind, very afraid. And instead of like drying off, I didn't bring a towel, so I walked out of the bathroom soaking wet 2 in the morning. And I'm completely naked, cold, wet. I get into my room and I wrap myself in my blanket, so I'm just like a newborn baby, just like cold, naked.
You're still
and
wet in the bed.
Had a great night's sleep.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, it's like at that point I was like getting ready to knock on my parents' door to wake them up to tell them to take me to the hospital. Like that's how bad it was.
You walk into the door at 3 a.m. to tell them you threw up.
Yeah, but instead
You're
it's like
wet and cold and naked.
Yeah.
I threw up.
but this time it's like I smoked some booty and like I need help.
Mom, I smoke booty. What?
Yeah, and then the final thing that was on the list was you need to eat, which is also true. Like for alcohol, for anything you do, if you eat, like it'll soak it up. So I remember having tunnel vision, walking to my fridge, and I grabbed what I thought to be normal loaf bread and like apple juice, and I took it back to my bed, and I remember I'm like, why is this loaf of bread, or this bread I'm eating, so hard to chew? I woke up the next morning still a little buzzed with bagels covered in like I had bagels around me, half bitten into. Whatever I grabbed, it was bagels. I thought it was normal bread. I don't know what I was
I
seeing.
thought you were about to say like the apple juice was actually alcohol.
No, and the apple juice was spilled all over me. I fell asleep with it. in
Was
my
that
hand.
K2 also?
I don't know. What the heck? I don't know. But here's the thing, though. I've had other experiences that aren't worth talking about, where like things go pretty normally and like what you would expect, and like I think that's normal. You know what I mean? Like I've had other times where it's like way better and like not as extreme and like not as intense at all, where I'm like actually chill, and for whatever reasons my mind always goes back to those first couple times where I just got completely destroyed, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk it, even though like for the most part, if I like smoked a little bit, like gave myself time to feel it, like I'd probably be fine, But
Yeah.
I'm for whatever reason, it's just like I'm not very interested in it. I like alcohol a lot more because it's like you can really measure what you're doing. You can like, you could drink, wait, feel. When you smoke or eat, your stuff, you don't know where it's gonna put you.
And then there's no turn back, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta
like your
wait.
fear. Okay.
But let me reiterate, like I've had good times. Like I've had times, again, not really worth talking about, but like where it's chill and I had a good time.
So you think it
and-
should be illegal?
No, not at all.
Yeah, can we argue this now? What's going on there?
No, I think it should be 100% legal. I think you should. I think if they made it, available in stores and stuff like that, it would generate enough tax money to pay for a lot of things we need. That's
Do you guys
easy.
think that all non-synthetic drugs should be legal?
Yes. Yeah. No K2, because people will go blind and people will cross crash it and get hit by a car probably.
I think all drugs should be legal.
That was Frank Zappa's stance. He said, I don't condone them, and I don't think anybody should do them, but I do think they should all be legal.
Yeah.
The reason why I say non-synthetic
I
is
agree.
because
Larry King could not wrap that around his head. What's up?
I said the reason why I say non-synthetic is because of shit like K2, where it just like literally destroys you from like one use.
It's like rat poison.
Yeah.
Well, don't smoke. Well, if there was legal good drugs on the market, people wouldn't be smoking K2.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think K2 use has really
Well.
gone down with legalization.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
I mean, I don't even think you can find K2 anymore, which is good.
I thought it still exists like
It
in those
probably
same
did.
gas
I mean,
stations.
It's probably still out there, but like you wouldn't want to search it out unless you wouldn't want to search it out unless you couldn't get the other stuff. You know what I mean? Why would you want the fake stuff versus the real stuff?
That's true.
Plus, I mean, like back when I was doing that stuff, I don't think dabbing was a huge thing. You know, there's like levels. There's like if you really, really want to get into it, go into get into your dabs, get into your
Set up a nice little dab station.
The dab rig.
Oh,
Spencer's got a dab rig.
Spencer's got a nasty dab rig.
Spencer's a Coke freak.
He's got a Coke pipe in his wallet. Did you know that?
No, it
It
folds up.
It folds up. It's like a business card.
That's badass.
You undo it, and it's. I'd never guessed this thing is porcelain.
Wow.
porcelain and it folds up.
Here's
So
a torch on
I
him.
I don't know what the theme of this episode is. I kind of walked into this pretty blindly.
Seems like intoxication and shitting your pants.
And
Right.
Well, intoxication.
It's Spencer in a nutshell.
So
Yeah.
I do want this to be discussed on the podcast at least once because it's very important to me, and I think about it all the time. I have the best would you rather question
Oh shit.
let's
ever.
hear it.
Ever. Okay?
Okay.
And you may have heard it because I think we found it when we were going to Tennessee, and like I've told multiple people this, and it's like the best question ever. So
Okay.
here's the would you
We'll
rather.
end it on this.
Sure.
Sweet.
This is perfect. I want people to like if they watch this and listen to it, I want them to think about it themselves.
We're gonna
And
answer
comment.
this as quick as we can.
Yeah. Ready? Here we go. You have two choices. Choice number 1. Every morning and every day you get into your vehicle, there is a live chicken you have to kill in order to drive your vehicle. So
Okay.
you get in your car, there's a chicken. You got to kill it.
Okay.
Every day. Every time.
Is it fighting you, or you just have to kill it?
Oh, it's fighting you.
Is it once a day
It's
or
attacking
every
you.
time you get in your car?
Every time you get in your car.
Is it
If you
attacking
go
me
into
regardless?
if you go into a McDonald's,
No more McDonald's runs.
if you walk into a McDonald's, walk out, new chicken.
So like,
Respawn.
run outside, forget your wallet, go back in
Drive
the house,
through
come
from now
back
on.
out,
New chicken.
new chicken.
Right.
Oh.
Is it attacking you regardless? Like even if
Yes,
you don't?
it is a frenzied chicken. It's like a fighting cock.
Okay, let's
Right.
say I walk out to my car, I kill the chicken, and after I had killed it, I go, "Oh shit, I forgot my wallet." Then I go back to get my wallet.
If
I
you
come
leave-
back.
If
What if
you
you-
leave
That's
the
what I
door
just
open,
said, yeah.
if
I
you-
never
what
touch the door.
What if you don't kill the chicken, and
it's
then you have to
gonna-
run and get
it's
your
gonna
wallet?
continually attack you.
It's a
while you're
rabid
driving your
chicken.
car. Yeah, but here's the thing: you kill that chicken, you leave your door open. That's when it doesn't reset, right? Like that works.
Okay.
So
So if I run back in my house with my door open, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
it's every
Risking
time.
some thievery though.
Right.
Yeah, you got to leave your keys in the car too.
You got the camera there.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Option number 2. My favorite. I'm sorry, I get excited about
Seems
this
like
question.
it might be this one.
He likes
Once a
this
year, an orangutan shows up with the sword, presents you the sword. You have
Yeah.
to fight it to the death.
answer. Does the orangutan have a sword too?
No.
No, dude. But it's a fucking orangutan.
Yeah. Anyone familiar with
He'll
how
rip
strong
you
an
up, dude.
orangutan is? They'll
Is
rip
it,
your arms off.
Wait, you have to do it every year?
Once
Annually.
a year.
Once
but
a
it's
year.
random.
You have
on
to
your
fight.
birthday?
You have to fight
oh,
a.
random.
You have to
Random.
fight an orangutan with a sword.
Once a year. You could be at Kroger picking out broccoli, and
Once-
then an orangutan shows up, gives you the sword. It's go time. You have to
Once
No
during
choice.
a 12-month
Job interview.
period.
Sorry, this is my yearly orangutan.
Oh, you got one of those too.
Sorry, I got the chicken.
Mine came.
Why
at
is
my-
yours purple?
Mine came at the baptism last year.
That would suck.
No, one of you's got the
comes
orangutan,
out
the
of
other
the-
one's got a chicken attacking him.
It comes out of the water at the baptism. He dips the baby in, and it comes out as an orangutan.
That's beating the hell out of him.
Baby's just in the.
Oh shit! Everybody's screaming. And you get up. No, I got this. I got this.
No, I'm used to it. You gotta go for the
Don't
neck.
kill it!
Go for the neck. I feel like that would be worse when you got to be like 78. You know what I mean? Once
Well,
you got to be close to 80.
Let's say you're
Well,
like
the chicken,
45. You've mastered this.
Oh yeah, you're probably a badass sword fighter. At
You're
that
a
point.
Oh
pro.
yeah.
Like, if there was
and all
one-
you do is once a year.
If there was one person to take down a sword with a monkey, they'd fucking call.
But-
or a monkey with a sword, they'd call on you.
But
Okay, now I'm
I
trying
feel
to-
like the first 1 or 2 times, you will die.
1 or 2 times. You die once.
No,
you're
I
dead.
mean within the first couple times, you're gonna die.
Okay.
Like,
Um.
don't
No,
you think?
you just got to get one good blow in. Especially if it's a fair fight. It's not, if he's presenting you the sword, it sounds like it's a fair fight. You know what I mean? Like
It's with honor. It's
yeah,
totally
he
with
gives
honor.
you the sword, and then you guys both step back.
both
and go
bow.
at it.
There's respect. There's mutual respect.
Exactly.
I feel like
Okay.
it's. I feel like it's one
But
of those
that,
things
but that
where it's
chicken,
like-
no respect.
Oh, that chicken's an asshole.
Is it the same sword every year?
Yeah.
so it just gets dull.
So like,
No,
yeah.
it's a claymore.
Does it get shitty after a while?
No, I mean, it's sharpened. That's
Like,
what
do
the
you get
monkeys.
used to
no,
the
that's
sword,
what
or
that's what the
he's
orangutan.
sharpening
Can you
it.
keep the sword? Like,
Yeah.
if you choose to, can you keep it and like use it and carry it with you, and you got to carry it all the time?
So then the next year he
Probably.
wouldn't present it to you, or would he present you a new sword?
is it?
Interesting. I didn't really think about that.
You haven't asked it to us yet.
I'm gonna say that once the sword is given, okay, I'm gonna say it's a new sword, but it's the same sword. It's just like a new.
It's a
It's
fresh
new.
sword
Yeah,
every
it's a
time.
fresh
Fresh version of
sharpened
that.
sword.
You know what?
Okay.
That might be cool
If
because
you-
then you could hang each one every
You
year.
could. That'd
Yep,
be
I killed
sick.
this one in '77.
Yeah, you got a picture.
with the dead ring.
You have his head he's like dead body on the ground.
People
and
be
you
like,
just pull his head up.
that's so fucked up. And this thing tries to kill me.
Every year.
you shouldn't kill it. I think I would kill the chicken.
Yeah, me too.
I'd be scared.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd be, dude, an orangutan's nuts.
How about you, Spence?
I would kill the chicken.
It's because we said that.
you didn't know what was happening.
You don't think you're
otherwise.
big enough to take on the orangutan? I think I could take him on once.
Oh, I could
And then it'd be like, dude, that was insane.
killing the orangutan with a sword. Well, I don't know.
That's dark to me.
Yeah.
Killing an orangutan with a sword. I mean, a chicken, I don't
Really?
know. They're,
Like,
they're everywhere.
killing
Well,
the chicken.
could you
after a
eat the
while-
chicken? Could you eat the chicken afterwards?
Sure, but after a while,
Free food.
After-
I like it.
Free
You're
food.
always eating
after a
chicken.
while,
You have free food for life.
You know, you could
you
literally
guys-
just be like, I'm hungry as shit. Mom, I'm going to McDonald's. And then you go to McDonald's, kill the chicken, close the
shit.
door, go back in the house, and
you
just
guys were
clean up the chicken.
you guys were talking about like how good at sword fighting you'd get after a while. Can you imagine how good at chicken killing you'd get every
You
day?
just start working at
You would
a,
just like you would
slaughterhouse.
literally. It would be like starting the engine. It would
Second nature.
No. You'd walk in, just you, like snap its neck immediately.
Or you could just like throw it out the window.
You take it with you. Yeah, you're gonna deal with this for a little bit. You got him by the feet. He's flapping his. This is getting dark. We're just like laughing about like being cruel to a chicken.
So would you rather?
I think I would pick the chicken.
Definitely the chicken.
Chicken.
How about you,
Troy?
Devin?
Yeah, chicken.
Spencer.
Just like I
What?
said.
chicken,
Chicken.
easily, but
Chicken or orangutan.
Yeah,
Chicken.
because I feel
Chicken?
like I couldn't.
that orangutan would rip your arms off.
Yeah, I feel like I could actually
They're
die
fast.
by the orangutan and not
Well,
the chicken.
I feel like the orangutan. Well,
Devin says this is an important question. Then it says, "Oh yeah, the orangutan just rip you apart." He has an answer.
I just like the idea of like
It's a pretty
being
good question.
being in a grocery store and an orangutan shows up and presents you a sword.
Being at marriage counseling.
I have a.
Being at like Joann's fabric in craft store.
You're at Home Depot. Sweet, perfect time this year. You just go and get something crazy like
Just
a
get
lawnmower.
creative.
and you could send people to go get shit out of your car.
Go
Send
get
the
it.
chicken at him.
Go get it.
Yeah, can you go grab my wallet and my cards in the glove box? And then they just go out to your car. There's a fucking chicken there that's ready to fight them.
Hey, can you kill that thing for me this time?
Spencer would be running out to my car a lot.
my hands are full. Can you kill it this time?
This question does give me a good idea for the next episode.
What is it?
You
Kill a
wanna kill a
chicken live on the
chicken?
podcast. Troy gets fucked up.
No, there's a series on YouTube that has some pretty good would you rather's that they ask celebrities. I was wondering if I could ask you guys this next episode.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe, yeah, probably ask us one or two or something, yeah.
But moral story is we choose a chicken over an orangutan.
Yep. To die.
And Spencer, I think, has learned his lesson with going too far on alcohol. Do you think that is true?
Yeah.
Do you have
Good.
anything you'd like to say to your old self?
Slow down.
Make it good.
Watch out, dude. You don't live forever.
You can.
He has
don't-
nothing to say. Jesse, you got anything to
No,
say?
just say something, dude. He's got something. I'll talk for
It's
about.
cooking.
I'm going to talk for about 15 seconds, and that's going to allow Spencer enough time to come together with some sort of thought about what he's learned through this meeting. Go
and
ahead,
what
Spencer.
he should say.
Yeah.
Spencer, go.
I've learned to limit how much I drink or don't drink at all.
It came out all at once.
That was perfect. He learned something
was-
simple and sweet.
He said his whole
That was
sentence
good
in one
enough for
word.
me.
Okay, so now he knows.
Ladies and gentlemen,
On the record, Spencer knows.
Spencer has learned his lesson.
On the record.
And in a few episodes, he will be drinking live on the podcast. We'll see.
Well, probably he will be.
We'll see.
Well, if he comes
Anyway.
to my birthday.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had fun. Devin, thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Spencer,
Devin.
thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Troy, thanks.
No problem.
Everybody have fun. We'll see you
Peace
next
out.
week.
Comment your answer.
Of what?
The-
Oh,
this
okay.
question.
Dude, I like we were talking about shit in our pants.